I just finished making tea and I have all of these books that I pressed some roses in a few weeks ago. They're all ready to get taken out. So I'm gonna go through and find all of those. I'm really excited because there's some red roses in here and white. My hair is being so crazy today, but red and white roses in these books, and I'm really excited to get them all out. already showed these in the last video, but they've grown so much. I had to share. You can see there's actually now 3 leaves on the other succulent. It'll focus. And the other one ended up losing a leaf. Like the day after I made that video, it lost a leaf. It just shriveled up and died. So Saturdays are usually our slow day around here. We don't really do much, just relax and take the day off. And today feels even more like a rest day because it's all dark and cloudy outside and it's raining. So I made me a coffee and I'm going to, I saw this last night in my craft stuff because I just organized that a few weeks ago. And I had forgotten about this, but I started embroidering this cross-stitch pillowcase set, and I ended up quitting for some reason. I can't remember why. I think I just got busy with a different project. I think I started knitting or something, but let me unfold this. I'm having to hold my phone because I don't have the tripod up here. But I had all of the roses done, and I was working on the leaves. I thought there was 2 pillowcases, but I'm only seeing the one. I hope I didn't lose that. I'll have to find that. But for some reason there's only 1 in here right now. So I'm going to try to find all the red thread for that because I think some of the pieces are missing. Maybe that's why I quit. So over here I had already started doing all the light green. And that's maybe why I started doing the dark green the other, because I had lost. For some reason the only thread I see in here is a little bit of pink that was left over from doing the roses. And I was sure there's 2 pillowcases in here. I only see 1. Let me see what it says. Yeah, it says a pair. So I might have to go get our embroidery floss and try to color match it. But I'm getting really excited because I had forgotten all about these and I hadn't realized how far along I was. And also I just love the texture of cross stitch. It just feels so cool. So I found this, which is a pretty close match. It's pretty close match to the dark green. It's a little bit darker, but I'm really happy with that match. But this is the closest match I could find, this one. You can tell it's a little bit more of like a Kermit green, and it's not as close of a color. And then there's this one, which is definitely different. It's showing up a lot more shiny than it looks in person. But it's definitely a darker green. But I think that it complements it more. Maybe it would blend in with the dark green too much, actually. I don't know. I'm gonna ask my mom and see what she thinks, but that's the closest I could find. So maybe also I'll look around for some more greens. So I decided to go with this lighter green, even though it's a little bit more yellow toned. I think it'll work the best out of all the rest we have. We did look at a different color that I hadn't even shown yet, but it had little bits of gold in it, and it also had little bits of like a dark green in it. So we decided not to use that one. Even though the tone was almost this same color, it was a little bit more, like it was just a lot of pieces and it looked like it'd be hard to work with. So we just decided not to do that. We're gonna go with this one. I think it'll be really pretty. I'm excited. I'm gonna try to finish both of these pillowcases today. This is the grid for the roses, and it's a little bit confusing because they only show you one side, like one spray of roses, and then you have to just kind of reverse that for the other side because it mirrors itself. Here's this like little branch of roses, and then there's one on this side too. So I have no idea what I did with the other pillowcase. I'm gonna go look real quick and see if I can find that, but I don't remember seeing it when I organized my craft things, so I don't know where it went. I did not expect to find that so fast. It was literally like 30 seconds. Apparently I thought it was just white fabric, so I had it all folded up, and I had forgotten that I had actually gone, I'm not really sure why I did it this way. Maybe I lost one and so I switched to the other, but I apparently started doing the other one and got a lot further on it than I did the one I just showed you. So it ended up getting pretty late last night, and so then the lighting wasn't good, so I didn't show my embroidery last night. But I kind of lost track of time, and from about 11 o'clock yesterday to about 10:30, I just kept embroidering, and it didn't really stop for anything really yesterday, and this is how far I got. So I didn't even really work on the other pillowcase, but I'm almost done with this one. Really liking this pattern. I just have to do these 3 leaves, finish doing the rest of these leaves. It shouldn't take too long. I decided last night that I needed to stop soon, but I didn't really want to, so I just kept stitching until my thread ran out, and that's where I was at. So I have 3 leaves left to do, and then pretty much the entire other pillowcase.
There. Do you see the cat over there?
Far I got with the embroidery. This one up here is all finished, and this one is slowly starting to fill up. I've got the stem done over here, a few leaves. This one I've got the stem done, a few more leaves. It feels like at the beginning stages it kind of takes a while to fill up, but then when you get to the last few touches, then it seems like it's just all of a sudden done, and it's so much fun to see come together. Cross stitch wasn't really my favorite, but then once I started doing it, I just love it so much because it's so satisfying to see it all come together and all the detail starts to come out. It's just so much fun. I love it.